So this is a tweet from, NBC. This is the tweet, a legendary addition to our team. We are thrilled to welcome Michael Jordan as a special contributor to the NBA on NBC and Peacock. Now, I've searched around, also seen a couple other folks who have tweeted about this, like Richard Deitch from The Athletic, Barrett Media. It's not quite known what the role will be for Jordan, but he's back, right? I mean, how awesome is that, dude? So Michael Jordan is going to be contributing, and he is so careful with his legacy. I mean, there's a bit of a stain on his legacy as an owner with the Bobcats and Hornets, but he does not want to do this and suck. Michael Jordan's not thirsty. I think he wants to be around the game. I think he's doing it because he wants to do it. And I welcome it. Like, I'm not one of those people like, what if he sucks? It'll be a bad thing. Like, no, I think it'll be awesome. It'll bring a lot of people to the table simply for nostalgia reasons. The NBA on NBC, Round Ball Rock by John Tesh, I mean, still can give you goosebumps. And Michael Jordan being a part of that coverage can certainly give you some big-time goosebumps. Scotty, what are your initial thoughts on this? Do you think that he would be any good at this?
I don't know.
Okay.
I could see him being very good at it or not.
Yeah, okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I have a question and then a comp.
Okay.
My question is this in any way, shape, or form partially motivated by the GOAT in another sport, Tom Brady, making that jump? And my follow-up, my comparison is Tom Brady had kind of a rough first year as a broadcaster, I think. I think most people would agree. As an on-air color analyst, kind of mid.
Yeah.
Certainly room to improve. Maybe next season he's amazing.
Yeah.
But I think he was a little below people's expectations. So how good you are on the court, on the field, doesn't mean you're going to be a great broadcaster, obviously.
Yeah.
But how much do you think the Tom Brady thing, does it have anything to do with
No,
this
I don't
decision?
think so.
You don't think he's competing with Brady at all?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, great.
I do think he's competing with LeBron, maybe. and no, because look, it's almost like The Last Dance. Like, he'll be back out there. His face will be back out there. It will kind of put some more juice back into his image.
And one of the things
his legacy.
LeBron has done media well.
Yeah.
Like when we've talked about this before, but when he starred in that comedy with Bill Hader, that was amazing.
Train wreck. Yeah, he was
Train
really
wreck.
good.
That was incredible. So like LeBron's had some of that exposure in a good way.
He has. And I think that he's also obsessed with being known as like the best player of all time. So the two of them going back and forth. So I would say it could be more related to LeBron than Tom Brady. This is a prediction I have, and I'll say it's almost a guarantee. You will, and I don't mean to take the air out of this, I doubt we'll see Michael Jordan live, right? Like, I think if you do see him, it could be taped stuff.
Lame.
I'm just saying.
Lame.
Like, to curate his image and to be careful with that, like, I don't know that you would see a ton of him live. That's just a feeling I have, especially when you hear contributor.
You think it would be more like what Bill Belichick did for ESPN, where I'm sitting in a room breaking down tape?
I don't think he wants to do that. So
you
no.
don't?
No, Michael Jordan doesn't want to like break down. He doesn't want. In my opinion, I don't think
fans would dig that, but
they would. I will be shocked.
Okay, that's not his vibe either.
No.
So what kind of segment are you pre-taping with Michael Jordan that you're going to curate that he can't do live?
Well, he's doing something with somebody else, where they can sort of drive the bus, and then he will be a part of it. So maybe it would be like, maybe you got our boy out there. I can't believe his name is escaping me. Like the best guy. Mike Tirico is doing something with him, and where they talk to somebody else. I don't know, but I just think I think he's been so guarded with his image and his like presence on camera and in live situations now. I don't understand why that would change.
But do you think, and I say this because it leads into what Bear the Truth is spam commenting. I think he's very excited for Michael Jordan to take this role as a Chicago guy. But do you think, you say that, but if you look at Charles Barkley or Shaq, Those guys have done stupid things on camera. They've said stupid things on mic. We showed Shaq 2 weeks ago getting up to take a dump in the middle of a segment, right? And people adore them for it. Like it has not hurt their image at all. It's helped their image. With that in mind, Bear the Truth said, that dude will bring it. You think Barkley is unfiltered. Jordan will be incredible. And then he said, color guy. But you disagree.
No way. As far as I see it right now, I would say no way, because they would have said he's joining us as an analyst.
Sure.
Like they said contributor. Contributor could mean like
it could mean 2 minutes a thing.
Yeah, or like a thing every like 2 months.
Right. Right.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Either way, I am so excited about this and here for this. And yeah, it pumps up the coverage. I'll say too, as I hold this softball. Okay, you can't see who it is, but so it's Cat Osterman, right? So we did the Big 12 softball together, and we had a foul ball roll up in our booth, and it was in the last game we did together, and we were all done. And I had thought when it rolled in, I was like, I gotta get her to autograph that so I can put it up here for the show and have it. And we were talking about, like, you know, some administrative stuff, actually, the work we were doing for ESPN and the Big 12. And then I was like, will you sign this? And she was like, so cool, of course. She was like, oh, my God, yeah, totally. And I told her about my show. And but it was, okay, like, think about my history as a broadcaster. I'll tell you about it because you never think about it. Why would you? But I've never worked with somebody who was at the very, very top of their sport. I just, like, you know, I mean, it's just not you know, I've called games with a lot of very good coaches and very good players, and even, you know, NBA players for a while, but never somebody who's considered the best in their sport. Kat Osterman is considered probably maybe the best in her sport, and it's not like she carries herself with this grandiose ego or anything that's like out of line at all. She was an absolute, like, delightful person to be around, but there was something special about her when she talked about, and to prepare, another thing for young broadcasters,